So I'm guessing you missed all that. I have an Android phone and it doesn't always let me finish a video. As you can see, I'm petting these cats. This is new. Well, Lawson's having an issue today. Come on. Come eat your food. Yeah, that's it. Now I can take these cats. Problem is, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But in the very near future, I'll be once I catch up, I have to put a gutter up. Once I install the gutter and I get some other things done on the house that I need to get done before winter, I've got a plan for something. I'm going to build something in the garage that's going to accommodate 2 extra large dog cages that I could put animals in the garage temporarily while they recover from their spay and altering surgery, while they're in they're in transport to waiting transport to a home, foster home. It's a short-term thing. I don't want anybody living in a garage for a long time that doesn't have heating or air conditioning. And that is the 5 minutes that it takes to make your day much better by helping wonderful feral cats. Well, you can do the same thing with homeless people if you like. I don't mind helping homeless people. I don't mind helping people that have, need their yard mowed, things like that. I do those things. I get, these cats have nothing. Without us, they won't survive. When it's 5 degrees out here and the wind's blowing and we're into negative numbers on temperature, these guys will freeze to death. Was able to provide them a couple of houses that I had built. I used to build houses and keep a house on the porch for the year or 2 until it got to where it wasn't usable, and then I would build another. And that was for the strays in my neighborhood. Now, the difference between a stray and a feral is that a stray cat typically belongs to somebody. My neighbor had 3. One's 20 years old, and he just roams, and he sleeps under my bushes in the summer. It's cool there. That's why I don't trim the bush until fall. But in the wintertime, he's roaming. There's no place for him to get warm. So I was building houses for him, and I was trying to capture some of the other strays in the neighborhood so I could alter them. And I had the most success I've ever had at that is I have Gatsby. Gatsby's my Siamese mix. He lived on my front porch from October 2021 until February 2022 when he begged me to come in because he was sick. He was sick because he had an obstruction in his abdomen. He was gonna die because if you know anything about Siamese cats, they'll eat anything. They'll eat anything. Any string, floss, shoestrings, paper, trash. And he was going down to the local chicken place down there and eating everything, sticks, bones, and anything that came up off the ground with it. And his stomach was blocked. He didn't have to have surgery, but he's my gift. He's my blessing. He's a great cat. I learn a lot from cats because cats are actually very loyal and very appreciative. Dogs are too. But dogs, they have the muscles and the structure that they can sort of smile. They can show happiness. Cats don't have that facial structure. You don't ever see a cat smile. When you win the trust of a cat, you've done something. It's hard to earn the trust of a cat. And when they trust you, they are dedicated to you. cat named Tiger. He's 20 pounds-ish. He's ranges between 19 and 25. He needs to lose weight. But Tiger is very empathetic. He's my cat that goes around any sick animal or any sick person and lays on them and purrs on them and tries to. It's like he's trying to heal them. But my dog Bennett was dying, and there were times when Bennett lasted nearly a year. We were getting him treated for kidney failure. He only had one kidney to begin with, and he was my buddy. He had special diet, and he went to the vet quite often to get things. I'd take him on trips. He'd be dehydrated. You had to give him fluids, things like that. When he was cold or wasn't feeling good from the medication he was taking, Tiger would lay on him. Now, Bennett was 25, 27 pounds. He got down to 19 pounds before we had to help him across the Rainbow Bridge. But Tiger would keep him warm. He would lay on him, keep him warm. The last day that Bennett was alive, Bennett was laying in my recliner, and Tiger was right there with him. Tiger loved him. And Ella only had one friend forever, and it was Tiger. When I've had the flu, hurt my knee, whatever it is, Tiger's always right there. He's like, he knows what's going on, and he comes. So cats are, you don't like cats. Well, I didn't either. I mean, I didn't dislike cats. I just didn't want cats. Since I've learned about cats, I've learned that they have personalities just like you and I do. And you can find a lot of joy in cats. But the thing about cats in this society is cats don't have any value. You can look at the laws and tell that. All the laws apply to dogs. The only thing that law usually applies to is something that has value. Cats have 2 laws in the state of Kentucky. You have to get an annual rabies vaccine, and you can't abuse and neglect them. That's it. That's it. And they're lumped in with ferrets anyway. So, I have 8 cats of my own. I have feral cats that I take care of. I have never, ever paid one dime for a cat. They have no value in this society other than people like me. The only creature that domesticated itself is a cat in ancient Egypt. There's a couple of documentaries about cats that will tell you that. Cats are fascinating creatures. Ginger cats are orange cats, and they were the favorites of the Vikings. So when the Vikings would travel around the world, conquering whatever, they would take their ginger cats with them. And of course, now we have ginger cats all over the world. But in ancient Egypt, there was a cat goddess. My holder does not want to work. Anyway, there was a cat goddess. And people were sacrificing cats to this cat goddess. It's obviously an imaginary goddess in a temple. And they were doing that so rapidly that they were overbreeding cats. And in overbreeding the cats, the genetic pool changes and genetic makeup changes. Red hair is a recessive gene. Blue eyes, recessive gene. White cats, recessive gene. So they reproduced so many cats so rapidly, and there was some incest involved, obviously, with cats. Ginger cats came about. I don't know if it was from that, but they did develop from that. And they found that in that temple, they have these mummified cats, and they were looking at these mummified cats. I can't talk to them. And they opened the wrapping, and it was a ginger cat. I know black cats originated in Egypt. I did not know ginger cats did. And if you're Kentuckian, there is a breed of black cat that originated around Lexington, Kentucky, I think 1950 1956, and I'm going to say Bombay. I'm not positive. There are two different major breeds of black cats, and I'm not. You ask me about a dog, I can tell you all about dog. Cats, I'm kind of struggling with. But the cat breed originated in Lexington, Kentucky, 1956, and they have black paws. They're Tobies, as they're called. They have black paws, and they're usually totally black. And they have, I think they are known to have the orange, yellow on it. My black cat has all those features except he has a white spot on his chest and he has beautiful green eyes. He's an absolutely stunning cat. First cat I ever had. Got him in 2012. I still have him. He's still in good shape. Absolutely beautiful silky coat. And if he wasn't such a good cat, I would never have had another. So anyway, that's our cat talk for today. Do something good for somebody. If you see a cat, try to pet it. Tries to bite you. Try to scratch it. Just walk away. See ya.